What's up, guys? Round 3, damn it. Yeah. Because I like making videos and I'm off work and I am super hopped up on fucking caffeine and Mountain Ops Ignite right now. I know you can't see me because I've got on camouflage. But we did my EDC. We talked about line 1, 2, and 3 and what it means, what your EDC actually is, and kind of how that shit works. Now let's take a look at actually a line 1. This is probably my most used line 1 and has been for about the last year. So line 1 is your belt. This shit is attached to your body. This is the last thing you want to ditch, and it has to fill the roles of a way to carry a weapon system, carry a feeding for your weapon system, and the ability to plug holes, as well as like any additional bullshit that you may figure out that you need. So, the belt itself. This is a TRex Arms Orion belt. This is not made by TRex Arms, though it does have a tag inside of it. This is made by Coyote Tactical Solutions. They badass, dude. Coyote Tactical Solutions make some great ass gear. They really, really do. The way this belt's actually made is you have the inner belt that runs through the shell itself of this guy, and every one of these is a little MOLLE panel that comes up, which enables you to do things like route your holster onto this thing. It also has Velcro keepers on the inside. If you wanted to use this attached to an inner belt, you can get away with that. This is a one-piece belt for me. I throw this on over stuff. That's what it is. So this belt is set up for what I need. So quick reaction belt if I found myself in a situation where I'm at home on my day off, kind of like today, and something goes seriously fucking sideways and they've called me because they need the dude with the tools, then I'm going to show up wearing this belt and my line 2, the plate carrier. That's what's going to happen. So I have a very specific purpose for this. I also wear this a lot when I teach on the range. So this enables me to do what I need to do on the range. So that said, let's take a look at this belt. So midline right there, buckle, it's in the middle. That's what it is. Cobra buckle, again, because they're fucking cool. So we go off right here to my left side. And I have an S-Tac Kiwi double pistol gap. I run this pouch on literally every single fucking belt. Same thing with this guy. This is the S-Tac Kiwi short rifle naked. I just like saying naked. But that means there's no MOLLE on the outside of it. I love the S-Tac pouches. They're freaking fantastic. The Kiwi stands for Kydex Wedge Insert. It's not from New Zealand or anything. And then underneath my pistol here, I have a Blue Force Gear MOLLE hammock to hold a tourniquet. This is a Gen 6 or Gen 5 cat, staged and ready to roll. So I'd have 2 reloads for my handgun, reload for my rifle, and the ability to stop a squirting red situation coming out of a limb, because keeping bright red shit inside of the body is how you live to see the next day. Important. Next up from here, we have the Tactical Tailor Fight Light dump pouch. This is an excellent dump pouch. I actually really, really, really like this dump pouch. Pull the clip, drop it down, and now I've got the ability to put, evidence, stuff I find on site, Little Debbie's, Monster energy drinks, protein drinks, because, lifting and cool shit like that. Teddy bears, whatever you need to put in here. And kind of the reason I like this pouch a lot is the inside of this actually pops up and it drawstrings itself closed, so I can actually seal this sumbitch off, and I won't be yard selling shit if I take off running. The whole thing's made out of like 500 D Cordura. It's super compact and small, and once I fold it up, it's quite nice. So moving on from that, I have my IFAK. Now this is a big monstrous fucking IFAK, and the reason I have it, you don't need an IFAK this big, you really don't. The reason I have an IFAK this big is because most of the time when I go to the range, I'm also the medic. Whether I'm teaching or not, I'm usually the medic, which means if Johnny shoots Susie in the leg, I gotta be able to fix Susie and then have somebody hold Johnny still so we can beat the hell out of him for shooting Susie. If Johnny shoots Susie and it goes through Susie because she's really skinny and it hits Bobby next to her, I got to be able to fix 2 people. That's kind of how that works. IFAKs are pretty simple. You need some stuff to stop massive hemorrhage. You need something to secure an airway. You need something to fix the respiratory system. You got to fix circulation, and you got to stop head injuries or heat loss. right? That's March algorithm. All right. So I have the things necessary to do that. Tourniquets, massive hemorrhage. I have quick clot. I have compression bandage. I have just compressed gauze. I have chest seals. I have ARS needles for tension pneumothorax to relieve the fucking pressure in your chest. Don't do that shit unless you've been taught. I don't need just random people sticking needles in people's chest. It's a bad fucking idea. So aside from that, I have an emergency blanket in here for heat loss. Because fun fact, the human body starts losing the ability to clot pretty quick when you start losing body temperature, and getting fucking severely injured is a really fantastic way to shed body temperature. So you're fucked unless somebody gets you warm. I guess you could just crawl in a sleeping bag and do the good old whoopee shake and keep them warm. Who'd be out for that? So anyway, this is the HSGI Reflex IFAC. I really like this IFAC. It's great for carrying a lot of shit, which I need to do with this rig. No, that is not comfortable to sit on, but I don't sit very much on this rig. I'm usually standing. The thing I really like about this rig is, so this part here you see in the middle, this is the part that's actually mollied onto the belt. This I can rip out from either side, and this is an insert I rip out that folds open, that's got pouches that have got all my shit in there, chest seals, you know, pressure bandages, tape, you name it, it's all in here. You know, gloves, because PPE is important, because some of y'all motherfuckers is nasty. I have like a golden rule. If it's wet and sticky and not mine, I'm touching it. Like, I don't want to fucking touch it. The worst feeling in the world as a cop is helping somebody get up and be like, oh, it's wet, it's not mine. Gloves are your friend. Or lots and lots of sanitizer and a lighter. For you, not them. So on here I keep a Sharpie. Sharpies are important because you can write down times that you put tourniquets on people on their fucking forehead if you need to. And I work on the range a lot, so I'm marking targets and telling people, like, you need to shoot inside this box, not outside of it. Carry two, I usually carry 3 cam lights. I have a blue one, I have a red one, and I have a yellow one. Or the green one. The green one marks open doors. Red one marks casualty collection points. Blue one marks a casualty in the field. I'm missing a blue one right now. We used it for a demonstration one day. I just haven't replaced it. I should probably do that. Strapped on the top of this thing with a bungee cord is another tourniquet. Why do I have another tourniquet? You got more than one limb. It's important to have more than one. This is in a UV bag. This is not an actual, like, this thing is fully staged and ready to go, and if I go to rip this out, it actually shreds that bag and the thing comes out. So that's important. So there you go, the HSGI Reflex IFAC. Next to that, I have a Tactical Tailor Fight Light Mag dual pistol pouch. Mag sounds really cool, but mag actually means there's a magnet inside of this thing. It also has the cool little rip up here so that I could airborne op this motherfucker if I needed to and really retain stuff. I don't ever do that. The mags work perfectly fine for what I need it for. This has only one job, and it's mainly on the range, and that is to put a flashlight and a multi-tool, because multi-tools have taken the place of a crescent wrench and duct tape. I can fix some shit with a multi-tool. If you can't fix shit with a multi-tool, turn in your fucking man card. Women, if you have a guy who can't fix things with a multi-tool, you don't have a man. I'm just telling you, that's how it is. So next up on here, I have the Safariland UBL mid-ride, because it drops that down so that the pistol grip is even with the top of the belt, which is actually important to me. Drop leg holsters suck, especially if you're someone my size. That's a lot of fucking area to travel on. I'm a big guy. I like the mid-ride. I run the TRex Arms thigh strap, because that is way more important than you think. And it's not just to look super douchey and squeeze your junk up into a ball so people think you're packing heat. That's not what it's for. What it's actually for is if I take this right here and I pull up on this, that moves. And that will affect your draw, because all of the holsters I run have retention. And if you have retention and you go twisting on some shit in a direction it ain't meant to twist, your gun won't come out of the holster, and you are better off taking the belt off and chucking it at them. Front thigh strap keeps this in the right place. You can pull it off. I run the QLS system on all of my belt rigs. That means I can just pop this off and put a holster that fits on there. Maybe I want to use that holster, or maybe I want to use, I can't find any more, there's no more around me. I feel stupid. So anyway, I think this is a Glock 19, Glock 23 with a TLR1 or Surefire 300. But yeah, there you go. This has the ALS system in here, so auto locking system. And then I keep a carabiner, and that carabiner is for a very important purpose, and that is to put your fucking gloves. This belt is actually made with these Hyphalon woven in little key keepers. And at first glance, you'd be like, man, you can hook your gloves on there. I feel like Adam Sandler, you can put your weed in there. You feel like you can put your gloves in there. You can't. I promise. You're not going to fucking do it. And if you do it, you'll never get them the fuck off there again because that's a motherfucker to work with. I have decided, though, it's actually good if you need to put your key fob for your truck because you're on duty while you're at the range. That part's useful. This is where the gloves go, and it works out great. Or I could pretend I'm high speed and I'm going to land it into my non-existent fucking helicopter and like drop out, LA, SWAT movie, Colin Farrell through a window. Yeah, what's up? And then we're back around to the front. You'll notice I'm missing a few things on here as law enforcement that would normally be on a belt, like cuffs. Well, if I'm arresting you on the range, you have royally fucked up and you're probably lucky nobody shot you. Food for thought. If I'm running this as a reaction rig, I run flex cuffs. And where do the flex cuffs go? In the dump pouch. I grab them and dump them in the dump pouch. And that's what I run. I run flex cuffs because I don't know how many fucking stupid people I'm dealing with. Maybe 1, maybe 5. Maybe there's an army of fucking idiots invading my fucking town. I don't know. But I have flex cuffs because that's what they're good for. It's also useful to put things like Skittles and snacks and things like that so you don't become hangry while you're in the middle of a gunfight or a standoff, because that would just be terrible if you didn't have a Snickers bar and you became more of an asshole than you are on a normal basis. So there you go, guys. That's my first line. This is my most used first line. I've been running this first line for a while now. I really, really like it. I enjoy running it, and who knows what we'll do next with it. I can tell you that I will not be running this rig very much coming up. And that is because, not that one. That is because I'll be running the new and improved, made for TV, not really. This is the Blue Alpha Gear Battle Belt Light, and I've put it together now like it's supposed to be, because that's how the world intended it to be. So this is the Blue Alpha Gear Battle Belt Light. This is a 2-piece belt. You can see my low-profile EDC inner belt in here. I've got a bright orange carabiner on here because nothing says tactical like a bright orange carabiner to hang my cool multicam gloves off of. At least I won't fucking miss that bitch in daylight. And you'll see some things that are pretty consistent. S-Tac double pistol mag pouch, gap. Anybody? How about a shorty rifle? Naked. Yeah, same thing. ATS tactical dump pouch. Coyote Tactical Solutions Burrito Med Kit in the back. All your shit's in a lock sack inside of there. And I got a TQ mounted on the bottom. HSGI double pistol mag pouch for the exact same reason it's on the other belt, because it holds shit like a flashlight where I can see shit. That's important. And it holds a multi-tool because, again, I can fix anything with multi-tool WD-40 and a fucking roll of duct tape. And actually, we'd replace WD-40. You know what? Let's... With Ballistol, motherfucker. I'll fix it with Ballistol because I'm awesome. Yeah, that's bullshit. Next up, we have the Safariland UBL mid-ride yet again. The Safariland QLS system yet again. And a TRex Arms thigh strap yet again, because you don't want shit flopping around. Floppy shit's not good. Rigid is better. This is a very rigid belt. To be so fucking light, this thing is insane. Like, that is nuts. Like, it's just fucking hanging out. That's a loaded mag, too. Like, this fucker's nice. I really, really like this belt, and I can't wait to run the shit out of it. I guess I could, we could pop the cool fucking... I haven't taken the fucking paddle off that one yet. The cool fucking FDE holster on the back of this bitch. But this motherfucker's sexy. This is great. And I have a cool carabiner to put my gloves on. It's bright orange, so I don't miss it in the daylight hours. That's what's important. You'd hate to miss where you put your gloves and drop them bitches on the ground. But there you go. This is the second belt rig, and one I'm going to be running. Stay. And the other one I kind of moved over here. This is a ATS Tactical battle belt. So, again, we got S-Tac Kiwis. S-Tac Kiwis short rifle naked. And this time we have the Responder IFAC from Live the Creed. This belt's going to be get ran hard here coming up. And I have the Safariland UBL, but it mounts underneath the panel on here with a QLS system because that's important. And this time I have the Tactical Black Badass Carabiner because, that's what's up. I am, however, waiting on my double pistol mag pouch to come in and my dump pouch, so it's missing 2 pieces that would make this otherwise complete. And this one will actually be getting a cuff pouch on the front because this will be an actively run belt for law enforcement only shit. So there you go. Look at me having cool shit. Flex on the pores. That's right. Yeah. Anyhow, guys, so there's a look at your Line 1 gear, why it's important. And keep in mind, you're going to set this shit up for you. What works for you and what doesn't work for you. That's what's fucking important to remember. Don't do some shit because I said it was cool. I'm not that fucking cool. Do shit because it works for you and it's going to fit the need that you have for that gear going forward. If you don't know what you need to make it fit that thing, dump pouches are a good sign. You need a way to carry pistol ammo. A rifle ammo reload is a good idea if you have a rifle. If you don't have a rifle, don't look stupid. You need a pistol holster because that's kind of the whole point of the fucking belt. Otherwise, you just wear a fanny pack. You need med gear. You have to have med gear. I'm a huge proponent of med gear. If you don't have fucking med gear, buy med gear. If you can only afford one piece of med gear, go buy a good tourniquet. Don't buy an Amazon special. Buy a cat. Buy a TacMed Solutions soft T. Don't buy this new EDC tourniquet yet. I'm sorry, I haven't seen anything on that. It's not a tried, true, tested design. There's a reason the two work that work. Okay, and for the love of God, don't buy a rat. Outside of that, your next thing you should buy, get an ace bandage and get some quick clot or combat gauze or Kaido gauze or Celox gauze, Z-Fold rapid ribbon. Get a good gauze, learn how to pack a wound, which is the art of sticking your finger inside of somebody else's body and poking gauze in there until the bleeding stops and holding pressure. They're not going to like you. Emergency medicine is not meant to make friends. They're gonna fucking hate you. But here's the hindsight. If you push really hard and they pass out from the pain, you now have a completely compliant patient that's not going to bitch. You try to rum around in their fucking thigh to fix that femoral bleed. Food for thought, guys. So I'm Uncle Freedom. Y'all take care of yourself, take care of others. Like and subscribe, or don't. It really doesn't matter. I'm just doing this shit for fun. So I'll see you guys next time.